Good morning, Kelly.
Hi, Jesse. How are you?
Great. It's been a long time since we've done one of
I,
these
I
together.
know. I'm so excited.
Me too. Well, welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk to you a little bit about the OverDrive integration, where now your patrons will be able to place holds and check items out and read them right within the OPAC of Koha.
This is amazing. So many people have been waiting for this. This is like Christmas come early, don't you think?
100%, 100%. So what we'll do is we're going to show you what the OPAC looks like, and then we're also going to show you how to set it up on the staff client side and working with OverDrive to get everything happening. So let's start with the staff client first. Of course, you know we're going to start in administration, and we're going to jump right into our system preferences. Within our system preferences, we're going to dive right into our enhanced content tab. This is where all of our OverDrive information lives. Now, for those of you that are already using OverDrive for the search feature, you know that you have to enter in a few information. Your OverDrive client key, your OverDrive client secret, and your OverDrive library ID. That's what populates that information, so when your patrons search, they can see what's available in there. Now we're going to take it one step further. This is going to allow them to use the information to check items out and place holds. So what you'll want to do is set up some information with OverDrive to get patron authentication set up. In our blog post, we're going to include that information that you need to work with OverDrive to achieve. The first thing you're going to need is a new system preference here. That is the OverDrive auth name. That's the authentication using the OverDrive auth name. OverDrive will provide you with that information. Another new system preference is the OverDrive website ID. Again, it will authenticate using the OverDrive website ID that will come directly from OverDrive. Now, this system preference was added in 1711, but it is now updated in 1805, and that's going to be your OverDrive circulation and OverDrive password required. Now, for those of you that use a card number or a username and a PIN or password for your patron to log into the system, you will need to set this to enable and required. Most people do use a PIN for their patrons to log in. It will be the same PIN that the user uses to log into Koha. So again, make sure that this is set to enable and required. Now, if you don't use a PIN or a password for your patrons to log into OverDrive, then of course you can set that to not required. But for the majority of you, make sure that this is set to required. Now, once this information is set in, make sure that you hit your Save Your Preferences at the bottom. You will get a nice reminder if you try to leave this page and not save them.
Yep.
So now let's go over to our Koha online catalog. Kelly and I are using a demo site here, so we can show you what this enhancement looks like. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to log in to the system. So we're going to come over here on the right, log in, and that's going to take us to our summary tab. Now, for those of you familiar, of course, our checked out tab would show us anything that we have physically checked out in print. Now we have another tab here, and that is our OverDrive account. This will allow our users to log in to our OverDrive account, and this is where they will enter their password. Now again, this is going to be that PIN or that password that they use to log in. So we are going to enter in our password here and select OK. What this will do is this will authorize our user into our OverDrive account. Now we'll be able to see any checkouts or holds that our user does have in the system. So Kelly, let's do it. Yeah.
This is so exciting.
So exciting. So exciting. All right, Kelly, give us a good search term. What should we search for?
Love. Or yes, love.
Love. All right, let's search for love and see what kind of results we get here.
We love this.
We love it. Now remember, this is just a test system, so we don't have any books in the catalog, but let's take a look. We see 15 results that were found in the library's OverDrive collection. You'll notice it is keeping us right within Koha. So we will see some results populate. Perfect. So now we see several books here that are available. We can see items are available, and this is real time. So we don't have to worry about items that may have lapsed in their licensing. These are items that are available right now, ready to be checked out. So if I scroll through, I can see a few are here. All right, Kelly, what should we check out?
Ooh, I love my mommy, don't you think?
I think we're both mommies. Let's check them out.
Check it out.
So you'll see here we get a pop-up that says, are you sure you really want to check out this item? We'll click OK. And that begins the checkout process. You'll see here it tells us the item is checked out until 10/24/2018. That is based on my OverDrive circulation rules. I can access that online ebook through OverDrive right away. It opens a new tab and it takes me directly to that book. So now I can go through, start reading this beautiful book about I love my mommy. This is fantastic. And so we can start reading that right away. So just fantastic. Mm-hmm. Now, the user can also check it right in. So once they read that book, they can check that book right in. Now, let's see if there's something here that we can also place a hold on so you can see what that process looks like. Oh, let's go for After You, a novel, Me Before You trilogy.
I really like Jojo Moyes. I didn't know this was a trilogy. This is intriguing.
Okay, let's place a hold on that.
Let's do it.
So once we place that item on hold, you can see that item is on hold and it has the option to cancel it. But now let's get to the juicy part.
The juicy part.
Let's see what it looks like in our account. Mm-hmm. So now if we go back into our account information, we have that checked out tab, but let's look at our OverDrive account tab. So we have that great option here to take a look at that item that is actually checked out. Again, I can access that online ebook in OverDrive, but I also have a hold. So here it will show me this particular title. It shows me that it is on hold in the system. So I can see both of those items here.
And check in, you could check it in right from here.
Absolutely.
Hold.
Yep. And so why don't we check this one back in just so they can see that process. It again asks, are you sure you want to check in this item? We can click OK. And now that item has been checked in. I do want to show another option for those of you that do use the options for like EPUB or being able to read it directly in your Kindle. Those options are there for the user as well. So if the title does have those options, the user would be able to send it to their Kindle or send it to Adobe if they use those. Let's check out an option here. Let's see, that's the audiobook. Let's check out the ebook here. Again, it's going to give us that option to check it out. Again, we'll be able to see that checked out until, and now you'll notice there's a third option here, and that says download as. Now, this will allow us to check out the ebook EPUB via Adobe. So we would have to go into Adobe, log in with our Adobe credentials, and download that book, or download it as an ebook Kindle, and then go to the Amazon and download it that way. Two things to remember. This works just like any other OverDrive option. I won't be able to check it in from Koha. I would have to check it in from either Amazon via the Kindle or Adobe. And that works just like any other one.
Mm-hmm. That's the normal process.
Normal process, exactly. Now, Kelly, do you use the Libby app for OverDrive?
I do. I really like the Libby app.
Excellent. Real-time updates in Libby. Mm-hmm. So if you have a Libby app, you would also be able to see any of these books that you have checked out directly from Koha. So really nice live real-time updates. So you'd be able to see that right away, including any holds that you have made.
Question for you, Jessie. A lot of libraries they actually download their ebook records and have them in the catalog. Would they have to resort to having the OverDrive appear, that OverDrive results, to integrate their catalog differently? Maybe I'm not asking the question right.
No, I agree 100%. I know what you're asking. So at this point, it will just be that link up top that says we have found 15 results in OverDrive.
Perfect.
That integration is coming down the road, but for now, it's just going to be that link. So
Okay.
for those of you that are using the MARC records to upload those MARC records so they show inline, you will still, if you still want them to show inline, you'll still have to do that. Right
Okay.
now, it's just that active link that will show at the top of the results that says found 15 results in OverDrive. However, that integration is coming.
Perfect. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. All right. Well, any other questions?
No, I'm so excited. My library uses OverDrive, so this will be great.
Me too. I'm really excited.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kelly, thank you for showing this to our partners today. And for all of you, if you have any questions, please let us know and follow our blog.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.